Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. That is important, I would say. Okay. Good, good. Glad you can hear me. Okay, back to it then. Yes, we are going to be reacting to Sam and Colby, the next season 1 episode. Good. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Okay. Yes, I'm glad to see. Yes, thank you so much for joining, everybody. This is going to be the first time I do a live reaction to Sam and Colby. I'm not sure if it's going to be a continuous thing. I don't know yet. Depending on how well this video does, we'll see. But I won't be replying to all of your comments. I won't be. You guys can just watch along with me, and hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to be too focused on the video and giving my personal opinions and probably criticism. So if you're not prepared to hear my criticisms, then oh boy. Hopefully this is a great episode, though. The last few have been really good. The first one still is my favorite, but so far season 1 has been really fun. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive into this thing. Will this be posted? This will be posted afterwards. Yeah, this is just a live viewing of it. So, yeah, whatever you want to ask now, you better get it in because I'm getting ready to play this thing because it's an hour and 4 minutes long. So I'm going to be into it. But I won't be able to see your comments, and I won't be able to reply to you as the video is going. So just keep that in mind when we get this thing rolling. And again, I'm not sure if this is going to be something I'm going to do again and again and again. I might not. I might just watch them after this as normal. But we will see. We will see. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this episode of Sam and Colby.
Madison, I always tell people, is its own type of location. The energy in there is so strong. It's just so, like, apparent.
This place is probably the most, like, psychologically effective place I've ever been, though.
Dizzy, nauseous.
Poltergeist activities. This is not a good spirit place.
It is possible that we are dealing with a demonic kind of entity.
I think it's you, Sam.
Oh, really?
We do have attachments to you guys. It's gonna be a wild ride.
That's creepy. Good golly. I gotta tell you. Sorry about that. I had to make sure that thing wasn't blasting through my over my audio. That was loud. Madison Seminary.
Is that?
I don't think I've heard of this place.
Dude, that's so freaky.
That's so ominous.
Is that where we're turning in?
I think so, because it's like in 250 feet. Yes, dude, the Madison Seminary.
Of course.
Is there any more ominous sign than that?
I see a person in the window.
Okay, shadow person. Shadow person. We're gonna catch some ghosts tonight. Nice. That wasn't.
You.
Let's cut that.
Let's cut that.
Oh God.
3 feet of snow
Look at
before
that.
we investigate.
Oh.
Shining movie.
Speaking of The Shining, we're going to the Stanley Hotel next week.
That's gonna be our finale of season 1, actually.
Finale of season 1.
Get ready for that.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I think they did the
off.
Stanley before. Yeah, they did.
On here, I've never seen that happen before.
Actually, we thought that was set up.
Yeah, no, they're
Dang.
like solars.
I'm already not a fan of this place, dog. Just look what happens when you get inside.
What happens, mate?
Oh God! They're all staring at you.
Absolutely not, son.
No, you don't just walk in and there's this many dolls staring in your direction.
Dude, look at their eyes.
This guy's pretty horrifying, honestly.
Dude, these ones.
eyes are so terrible.
Dude, that guy's tripping on Molly, bro.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that baby's just on bars right now.
Yeah, like what?
This is the only room of this entire place that we're investigating.
Wow.
Really?
It's kind of anticlimactic.
Just fucking kidding me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Right here, man.
Oh god, it is freezing in here.
Dude, it looks all set up. I wonder if Adam like set all this random
I love the
stuff
red
up.
light, man. I've always been a fan.
He decorated this.
Strange occult shit in here too.
What is that?
It's a triangle.
That looks like weird hopscotch.
I think this is the room.
Look, you can see the sign from in here.
Oh my god. And he said he didn't set that up? Why would that happen on the first night that we're here?
The poltergeists in this community know you guys.
Oh yeah, they're
I
all.
feel like things always happen, no matter what.
They're probably like, have you guys heard of Sam and Colby? Yeah, I'm unsubscribed to those lame fucks.
What if there's like an anti-Sam and Colby in the ghost community?
And they just leave comments on our videos.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they're
fake,
always hating.
fake.
What is the Madison Seminary?
Spit, bruh. Is that Adam?
Is that Adam?
Adam,
Oh
spit
my
us that
God.
history, bruh.
Kiss him, man. Give him a kiss.
Kiss him. You won't. You won't. Kiss
I'm
him.
not gonna kiss Adam.
Kiss him,
Come on,
man.
Adam.
Guys, we're at a place called the Madison Seminary.
Not even gonna say what's up.
We're not saying what.
Did you hear
What
that?
was that?
There is no one in the building, and something just moved.
Wait, that was the front of the building?
No, that was downstairs.
Definitely over there.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we are here with Native Dat.
What up?
At this place called the Madison Seminary.
Never heard of this place myself,
Not
personally.
semen. Whoa.
Were you guys having semen on the brain?
I still have a little on my teeth.
Is it seminary or
If you're
seminary?
like
Now that
me,
I'm
you have no idea what a seminary is. Apparently, it is a college that prepares students to be either priests, ministers, or rabbis. So it's like religious school, but it wasn't
gotcha.
only religious school. It's got multiple layers of different history, which gives this really haunted vibe.
It is a place that is endowed with, steeped in trauma.
This place was built in 1847, and for 50 years it was that private school, and then it was turned
Okay, Madison,
into
Ohio.
a
I think it was that.
widows and war veterans sort of like area.
It was a place where women and orphans who had lost their husbands and fathers to the war came to live. So it was like an epicenter of grief.
It was actually prone to see people commit suicide here at this building, and ever since,
Damn.
you see the apparitions.
And then
Asylum kept a bunch of mentally ill people here. And
Of course,
everyone who
of
worked
course.
Here was a prison inmate.
it was known as the Nut House, and people referred to the people here as nuts.
Kind of similar to the Fairfield Infirmary. They would keep these patients and people up in the attic. During the harsh conditions of the summer and winter, patients would just
'Cause they just
suffer
don't
a lot
care.
of dehydration, and they would go
People
crazy
who have
due to
power
just being
sometimes
locked
just
up
don't
in
care.
uncomfortable situations.
Because we're in Ohio, so it gets extremely cold and extremely hot, and they didn't have heating and cooling up here.
Yes,
You
it
can
really
literally see
does.
our breath in here. Then it turned into a police office, and then Adam bought it.
It starts religious, and then extreme trauma,
Yes.
and then insanity. That seems like the perfect recipe for a haunted place.
And then
because
police
it's
Yeah.
come in. It's like, what?
yeah, like
Yeah.
almost like this violent, imposed order.
But they couldn't even stay there for long. So basically, right after the police moved in, the people started not wanting to even come to the headquarters because they're like, oh god, this is literally like a ghost portal.
They were starting to hear stuff themselves.
They were only here for a couple years and they put it on the market. And when they put it on the market, they said, caution, building may be haunted. The police were that scared that they had to put a disclaimer.
Do you imagine the real estate agent trying to sell this place?
It's like,
A nightmare.
nice, 88 rooms. It's really
In
beautiful.
more ways
and
than
it's-
one.
Haunted. Anyway, let's get over that.
So guys, this building is actually insanely huge. It actually has 88 rooms in it, and the hauntings are rumored to be
88,
started
oh, man.
at the beginning of the 20th century. So it's been haunted for a very, very long time.
Legend has it that there have been approximately 200 bodies found here. It's frequent for people to experience shadow visitations. They will get disoriented, dizzy, nauseous. So like
There's
people
even
get sick
reports of
here.
people getting like choked.
Poltergeist activities.
Oh,
things
shit.
Moving around, getting pushed. This is not a good spirit place.
And they don't like men.
Apparently, the worst of all the paranormal manifestations have happened in the last 5 years.
Why is Madison Seminary becoming more
My name's
haunted?
Adam Kimmel. I'm
Good
the
question.
owner of the Madison Seminary out here in Madison, Ohio.
I'm Steve Brott. I own Haunted Nights, which is a paranormal event company.
I'm Dylan Stevens. I work with Steve with Haunted Nights.
Madison, I always tell people, is its own type of location. It's just the energy in there is so strong. It's just so like apparent. I've slept in Fairfield a bunch of times. I've never slept in this building. I don't think I could. You see stuff on the grounds all the
Yeah.
time.
That's
like,
saying
walking
something.
around outside, like you can't get away from it here. here. Stuff happens in this building. Like, it's all over the place.
Why is this place haunted? Why are people experiencing things? Why does it keep getting creepier and creepier? Things are staying, I think. We've had over 10,000 people come through in the last 4 years. All those different teams, like yourselves.
Pretty good.
You came from another location prior. Like, we just came from Fairfield, right? So we still have that kind of stained on us. So we're leaving our energy in places. Right? And this gets into the theory of attachments. And what's unique in this case is you guys have been to a lot of places that normal people in this field don't get to go to, right? Dracula's Castle, Chernobyl, Winchester Mystery House. What if things attached to these investigators
Can't go to
and then
Chernobyl
they
now.
fall to another location, they're like, I like the way this place feels.
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out right now.
Because things that may be attached to you guys are gonna like come here and maybe they'll stay. And it's like, that's why I think the haunting elevates. How do spirits know to move from place to place? Like, I always thought it was like a video game. Like, you had an attachment, you went somewhere else, you unlocked a checkpoint, they know how to get there,
It's
right?
like a portal.
It's like a portal in a sense, right? So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
know,
yeah.
the more you keep moving with an attachment, it knows how to get somewhere. I call it taxi cab theory. They jump onto you, then they leave, and then they jump onto you, they go somewhere else, but it lets them go everywhere they need to go.
And if they want to go home, they tell you through the Estes method when Sam's chained in the attic.
This almost reminds me of what an egregore is. Like, just people bringing their own energy into a haunted
dude,
spot, and then it therefore becomes haunted.
Energy of
Yes,
many
I
people.
think that's a lot of what we experience. The energies you guys are going to bring, if you do have attachments to you guys, it's going to be a wild ride.
When you feel this energy, do you tend to feel something negative or more positive?
I don't know, even like right now as we're talking about this, like, I feel really like numbish. You get this like sixth sense, you just know like something feels off.
Right.
Before I bought Madison, people were ghost hunting out here. After I got it, we amplified it. This place is turnkey, constantly with teams coming in.
Wait, question for you, dog. How would you say you've created
I wanted to
the
jump on it myself.
Rearranging energy. All right, this doesn't sound weird. You know, like when you're in a funk and you're in your house and you just feel like you're down and everything, but your house is a mess and everything. If you were to clean your house, like wash the dishes, fold your clothes and everything, all of a sudden the space feels really good. Like
It had a bad feng shui.
Bad feng shui, right? When I got this place, it felt like straight depression. Like, it was just bad. So we cleaned everything up.
So you're trying to make a place that is inviting for spirits. Correct me if I'm like wrong here. You're not trying to make a negative place, are you?
When you say like negative spots, like
You never try,
I
but
don't
it's
try to
very
glorify what, like up in the Asylum,
easy to
women
do.
were up there and stuff. You know, I keep the doors open. I always tell those ladies, you can walk around, you can do whatever you want, right? This is still your home. I'm recreating it to show that it still is their home. So when you're recreating the rooms and stuff like that, that's why I'm doing that. You know.
Gotcha.
Well, it's actually really interesting to get your side of it because when we were researching the seminary, we came across an account that you are the reason the place is haunted.
Really? That might be not telling the full truth about the seminary. Called him out on it right to his face. Before we investigate, we wanted to know, understand the side of the story. So first, we will talk about what we heard when researching this
So
place.
I guess one of the infamous ghost hunters, Mustafa Gadalari, believes that Adam is the reason that this place is haunted, but not just because he's been known to twist the history, but because he may have tried to trap a demon in the walls. So Mustafa's saying this. We're gonna get down to
Gotcha.
the point of it.
There are these occult sigils painted all over the seminary. Apparently, these occult sigils were not some sense of protection, not some spell that was supposed to make these spirits at ease. It was actually to conjure up and trap a demon inside these walls. Again, all done by Adam.
They came from the Lesser Key of Solomon, which is like the Book of the Dead.
I
So that's
mean,
like witchcraft.
Which
He
is
has
why,
a business
again, like we're
going,
saying,
too, I
there's a
think,
lot
with
of
these
history, but
places,
it's
so-
all gotten worse since Adam's here.
We're gonna get down to it.
And let it be said, Adam's dope.
Let's go figure out exactly.
Yeah.
what
Make
is
sure you
going on
guys,
here.
let
I'm
people
nervous.
know that he's not like a bad guy. Though he shouldn't be doing that.
You know, ghost hunters, Mustafa.
Oh God, yeah.
Do you want
yeah.
to talk about that
Can
really
you-
quick?
Yeah,
So-
he's a piece of shit.
Mustafa thinks you are the reason the place is haunted. And he thinks that you're what's keeping the spirits here. And you have created an occult environment to try to trap energy here.
I'm very familiar with what he said. We did spar a lot, and that's fine. Everyone can have their own opinions, but I disagree. The thing was, this place was haunted prior. There were a lot of teams coming here and doing stuff.
Sure.
So when I came here, it wasn't a self-manifestation. It was saying that I was manifesting the haunting.
Yeah, and we were just so curious about it because it's such an intriguing conflict.
It was such a huge, bold things to say, because I've never heard this anywhere else.
Well, and with so much like confidence to say something that, like you said, is an opinion. Everything in the paranormal is an opinion. There's nothing proven. Where are you coming up with something that is, this is a fact, he is keeping people here?
Well, I guess a good question would be, have you ever done anything besides, rearranging everything to conjure, for lack of a better word, something to come and be more
He looks annoyed
here?
When it comes to it sounds
he kind of looks annoyed when they're asking him these questions.
I don't really participate. I don't say anyone can't do it. I've never sat down surrounded by candles or anything like that.
Yeah, which we 100% believe. There was just the research of, what are they called, the sigils on the wall?
The Lesser Key of Solomon.
He also, again, to go off of how it's a really unfound claim to make, one of the things they refer to as a sigil or a drawing to bring spirits in is a shuffleboard. You know what I mean? That's where it's coming. They were
real true story.
I think we saw that shuffleboard.
They said that is
Hold
a
on.
sigil to bring in spirits, and they're like, no, it's a shuffleboard.
Yeah, we read it was.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause it for just a second. Was it just me, or did Adam look insanely annoyed when they started bringing up the conversation of how he could be someone who is responsible for this stuff? If you noticed, there was a moment where he just kind of starts going and it's just you could tell in the slightest features in someone's face when they can just come off annoyed, or they might be right about something and the person's just kind of throwing them off, or thinking of a way to throw them off, or not saying he's lying, but the face he was making when having the conversation with them just a second ago it didn't sell me that he was fully telling the truth right there. Now, I'm not calling him a liar. It's not my place, but just what I think of that situation.
From a Necronomicon, and so we were like, it's literally.
And that's why we really want to talk about this and shed light on this situation, because people don't understand that.
If we were trapping spirits, and there are locations I won't say, we don't want to cause any problems. I have heard of locations putting sea salt on the window seals to trap a spirit, almost like it's modern day slavery, thinking that if my spirits aren't here, no one's gonna come, right? Anyone who knows me, anyone, I have never told a spirit, you have to stay. You can leave at any time. Are we qualified enough?
I was just gonna say,
are we qualified enough?
What makes you think you have the power to tell a spirit to stay or go?
Right. Exactly.
Right.
How would you be able?
There's no way.
There's no way.
And you're the first in 2016 to open this place for paranormal investigations, right?
Yeah, publicly. Before they were doing it a little bit, but this is a whole new level.
So then what's to say that it isn't retracting a little bit an egregore, and it was just other people's energy that brought this spirit in here?
But at the end of the day, you would welcome more and more spirits. The
100%. That just makes this whole field interesting. Honestly, my biggest thing is just be kind in the asylum. Those women did suffer a lot, and there is a dark energy. There is, but I think a majority of the time it's going to be it's a lot of misfire.
I don't know. Something about him I just don't buy too much. I think he's a nice guy, but
as Ohio's most haunted doll ever, and his name is Maddie.
Oh, the Maddie?
Maybe not the Maddie. Who's the Maddie?
But a Maddie.
Oh, the girl, the spirit that hit on him.
Seen the Shanley Hotel episode, you guys know that I had a relationship with a ghost named Maddie, and she was a prostitute.
Wait, are you even flirting with ghosts, bro?
Yeah. So he picks up even the undead.
Are you even flirting with ghosts, bro?
Been missing her ever since.
You better be wearing protection, son.
Either this Maddie will be flattered that you also like other Maddies, or she'll be jealous and hate you.
We're gonna have to go see if this doll is really haunted, but the scariest part about this is when you're talking to the doll, you have to hold its hand, or else paranormal things will happen to you. That's the rumor.
Dude, so Maddie's kind of
Of course we would come to the place with the most haunted doll in Ohio.
The most haunted doll
in Ohio.
That doll right there is considered to be Ohio's most haunted doll.
Wait, which one? Which one?
This right here.
This is Maddie?
Is this Maddie?
Maddie's right there to the left.
Dude, I did not walk straight up to this doll when it first came here.
All
right here?
These dolls.
Oh my god.
When I bought the building, it was just the dentist chair upstairs, and this place was just empty and erect.
That's all that was
all
in
that came
here?
with it. Yep.
Dude.
Oh my god.
There's no way. We walked straight up to these dolls. It was the first thing we did when we came in.
Coincidence. All right.
People have seen the arm move, eyes blink. The nursery used to have this before I did. So some of the workers were finishing up right when the buy was finishing and all that. And two of them come down the ramp with the doll. They said this verbatim. They go, "This is Maddie, and if you take care of her, she'll take care of you in this building." And then they were like, "Do you want us to get a new dress for her or anything like that?" Wow. And I'm like,
Oh my
"No,
God.
it's fine. It's fine."
Holy cow.
And they left her standing, and then they walked out. You know, we talked about possessions of people and attachments, things like that. Well, items can have those attachments too, but I think they have to be special. If spirits know, hey, that doll's getting a lot of attention, well, I'm gonna latch onto that.
You're gonna be talking to this doll, aren't you?
Yeah.
Did you notice
You're gonna
she's
be
basically got something that mirrors your tattoo on her dress?
Oh, yeah, what? That's
a
weird.
creepy dress for a haunted doll.
Jesus.
Crazy. That shit's crazy.
This is the occult sigil.
You also pointed
Again,
this
though,
out.
they always have to try to compare. Like everything has to connect in some way. Everything does. I swear to God, they'll
This
find
is
something.
What summons the dead here. This is actually our vessel.
What demons are you trying to trap?
People on cruise ships, actually.
That's perfect. This
You're not too. I see your comment, Cheyenne. You're not too late. I can see your guys' comments. I
This
just
is
can't respond to
technically
them too
the
much.
basement, So this is.
The basement here at the seminary is supposed to have a mysterious hole in it. No, don't take that.
Yo,
Don't.
dude.
No,
come on.
trust me.
We're trying to be spooky.
They believe that there was a nurse murdered because she was in a dramatic affair with one of the doctors here. The doctor didn't want anyone to find out. He waxed her.
Of
then
course he does.
Buried her in the middle of the floor and overlaid it with cement. So,
Cement or cement?
cement. So we got the nurse under cement. And it wasn't until years later, investigating the mystery, the current owner, Adam, actually had dogs come in and sniff for a corpse.
Rebecca, she's a psychic. I've worked with her for 9 years. She got this vibe that there was a woman crying out there saying that, you know, she had been sexually assaulted, murdered, and to this extent. We brought in cadaver dogs. 3 different cadaver dogs landed in the same spot, right in that room.
Ooh, weird.
When we did the ground penetrating radar, there was an anomaly about 3 feet away from that. The anomaly was detected when it was dug up. Nothing was there. But that was like an urban legend. When I came here, this used to be owned by the police, had it, the fire department. They had this urban legend for a long time saying there's a woman buried in the floor.
Whoa.
Oh my fuck.
Is that where they found her?
Right in this area.
Holy
3
shit.
feet down is where that anomaly was.
That's
My
so sad,
stomach
man.
dropped
That's so
when they
sad.
said it's the size of a football. You know the mistreatment of women and stuff. We were thinking, what about an abortion? What about?
Oh.
Right. My stomach dropped because right away that's how I went to them like they're gonna open that up and that's what they're gonna find.
Yeah.
But they proceeded and those guys were digging for a good 2 hours. But when they kept going, you just have this soil. We talked to the ground penetrating radar guys and they're like, in our 20 years of doing this, we've never had a phantom anomaly that big and not be there when we dig up.
Wow.
Did they have any
Whoa.
speculation about what it might have been caused it, or were they just like, that was the wind?
No, they were just confused.
Yeah, it was,
and
okay.
that was it. They apologized.
Sorry for ruining your floor.
Good God.
Lots of stairs these past few
That's
days.
neat, though. Crazy.
You guys saw that outside, right? When you drove by?
Yo, the light flashing, right?
Yeah. I have no idea why that light is doing that right now.
It's just our luck. We brought Sally.
Change the bulb.
You brought Sally.
Hey, she wants to use me for my power.
I think one thing you guys are going to notice tonight is each floor.
I would go out
the
there and
energy
fix
does
that
feel a
light
little
before
different.
someone,
Some
like,
places feel a little heavier than others. Time moves slower
Rex.
in this area.
Nate, get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, Nate.
There's video of this thing opening and slamming shut like repeatedly on video with nobody sitting
Ooh.
here.
Fuck that.
What?
We were drawn to it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I interacted with in this hallway. That's scary.
Wow, we're great paranormal.
Yeah.
Well, dude, if we're going with the taxi, maybe we're just carrying the spirits around with us right now and interacting with the things that they would want to be interacting with. Well, we were the one that opened the door.
He's the Uber driver.
Okay, just because I'm the Uber driver doesn't mean you're not a passenger.
That's true. That is true.
That was like elegantly.
That's very deep.
elegantly deep.
The ghost of
Where
Sarah.
do you think, after being here for years, like the most active spot?
Sarah's room.
So as we walked in here, you guys saw that there was a bunch of dolls, but apparently there's another room in this building somewhere. It's called Sarah's room, and it's filled with dolls. Sarah is an entity that is a little girl that haunts this place.
Of course it is.
Of course, just like the Bel Air house, like the
A
Sally
little
house,
girl that
like
haunts the place.
Fairfield.
We tried to get all of the ones with the little demon girls.
There's
Don't
nothing
believe
more
in
innocent
demons. If I saw
than
it
a little
tomorrow,
girl
I would believe.
spirit.
But it is possible.
Or just a little
that we
girl in
are
general.
dealing
That's
with
why
a
demons
demonic
love to take
kind
usage
of
of that
entity.
image.
The thing about this, though, I think if you were an asshole in life, you're an asshole in death, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Human emotion doesn't change. It's like if Charles Manson died. You think he's gonna be a nice ghost, right?
Oh, no.
But he's gonna be misidentified as a demon because he's gonna try to hurt you. And he already knows how to play the religion card. He knows if he says, Lucifer, you're gonna creep out thinking you're dealing with something.
Now, nobody really knows Sarah's origin.
That's
There's a
true.
rumor that she could have actually been a student when this was a school way back in the 1850s, and she just died here randomly. That's all apocryphal, so we don't really know.
What our friends Steve and Adam are saying is that they don't think this Sarah is actually a little girl at all, though. She might
Probably not.
be the negative energy that's here, just manifesting themselves as
Something enticing
nicer.
that like pulls you in because it's gentle.
Just like the Sally house. It's just interesting
Yeah.
how each of these places connect in weird ways.
So do you believe that there could be a possible puppeteer entity like that, a negative person that will just travel portal to portal through these like places that could like pose as multiple different like little girls, little boys, or things like that?
Absolutely. And I know you've encountered stuff like this. I talked about taxi cab, right? What if this is just they all know how to get to all these different locations?
And you're the conduit.
Yeah, it's
You're
all
the
Sam-
one
it's
that's
Sam's
bringing it
fault.
to everything.
What?
You're like an Uber for ghosts.
Better be charging a lot. Where's my paycheck?
It can all be deep, but I think when it really comes down to
Man,
it,
if
Sarah's
Sam
room
is
the most
really,
fascinating.
if he has a real attachment, I would
Now
get
a
that
word
taken
from
care
our
of
sponsors.
Shout
now.
out to our sponsor of today's video, Honey! AKA the #1 shopping tool.
Honey.
If you haven't heard about Honey already, you're probably living under a rock. And guys, if you don't have it
I
in
have
your
heard of
browser,
it.
you're shooting yourself in the foot, losing out on all these savings.
Basically, Honey automatically searches for promo codes so you don't have to. Whether you're trying to buy shoes or video games or food delivery, Honey's got you.
Honey's always got me. And to get Honey, it's super easy. All you gotta do is click a couple buttons, and wherever you shop, whether it's your iPhone or your browser, you'll get it that simple.
Super easy to start saving that cash.
But when you're going for your weekly shopping spree, buying some Sam and Colby merch, and you're like, dang, I'm trying to look for these deals, Honey's even got you. All I did, put it in the cart, click the little button, Honey went through a bunch of different codes and saved me $16!
Almost too good
Damn.
to be true.
Literally no reason why you should not download this. Now's your chance to start saving on that cash.
There you go,
Add Honey
guys.
to
There
your
you go.
browser and
Honey.
your iPhone using this link, joinhoney.com/Sam and Colby.
What you waiting for, guys?
And with that being said, let's get back to the video.
Thank God.
Oh, it's a Sarah's room. I see.
Oh God, what am I kicking? Whoa! Pee-pee.
Emily.
That's a.
Emily Davis.
Yeah, Bel Air.
From the Bel Air.
See, look at that. Now I don't even know if they're joking or not.
Yes.
Oh, another Emily. You know, Emily's a common name.
Closet door right there is the portal.
No way.
I'm not an asshole, I swear to God.
Yes.
Which is where we did the
I'm not an asshole,
Where you sat in the closet.
but there's always a connection. There's always one.
Before Sally.
There is one thing that I don't think Sarah might like. You got baby Trump.
Baby Trump? Oh my God.
If there was any definitive proof of reincarnation.
Oh my. Wow. Wow.
One of the things that we were talking about at Fairfield, the offerings.
Yeah.
This again is happening right here.
Why are you offering? Is that just to get communication, or is it because you're feared and you want their respect? If someone's trying to buy my respect for like $1, they would probably be more mad.
That's more disrespectful.
Am I worth $1?
The attic.
So in terms of haunted places in this building, it is said that the 4th floor attic is the most active area in the entire place. And
I thought
yes,
Sally's
the
room
thing
was
that
the most
haunts
haunted.
The top floor is a 7-foot tall shadow figure.
Same as Fairfield.
7 foot
Shadow
tall? Of
figure
course it
might
is.
just be the actual apparition or physical embodiment of a Sally, a Susie, a Sarah.
That puppeteered demonic figure.
Correct.
That also means
Yep.
that there's probably portals in this house if this is all connected somehow.
Again, we don't know if it's connected, but based on Bel Air and Fairfield, we know that there's possibility to travel through portals, especially though when these are all described as kind of the same spirit.
7-foot tall shadow man in all of these attics? It's all the same story.
It's the same story and maybe the same demon.
One of the creepier
It's
things about the
kind
attic
of
was the fact that
interesting,
they used
isn't
to
it?
house mentally unstable people there. These were people who had what's called catatonic schizophrenia, a condition that causes them to stay in one position frozen for hours on end. The nurses would see them go into catatonia, and they'd say, okay, they're going to be there. They would leave to go get help, and then they would come back and they would be moved already in their restraints strapped down, which they can't get themselves strapped into restraints. Yeah.
That is so scary. Imagine like seeing one of those people just like...
Yeah, even that in and of itself. Ugh. He's really going for it. Oh.
The final destination.
Ooh.
The Asylum.
The Asylum.
Whoa,
Perfect.
This is
Perfect.
way bigger than expected.
Oh my
I
god.
felt like an energy change, like almost immediately.
That looks like a creepy hospital hallway. In an attic. Oh wait, yeah.
That's what it is.
That's where it happened.
Wait, what? That was when you were sitting?
Well, it was down this room on the left here.
You were on our way over here telling us about a crazy paranormal experience that you've had in this building, correct?
Yeah, so Madison kind of sticks out to me just because it kind of changed the way I look at investigating and how I'm going to experience things and how vulnerable we can be in a location. I don't always buy into the possession and all that kind of stuff. I think a lot of it gets hyped up, but there is one night when we were investigating here that, I don't know if you want to call it blacking out. I don't remember a portion of the night. I said I wasn't myself for about 45 minutes. My mom had been investigating me for about 10 years at that point, and she cried that night.
What's your memory of the night like then?
It was myself and two other investigators. We had gone up to the top floor in the asylum. I started to feel a little bit weird, and I kept moving towards the back corner of this one room. It got to the point that I was so far into this corner of the room, I was actually almost facing it with my back to everybody else. What? And again, like at this point, I was aware of what I was doing.
Were you standing still?
Yeah.
Catatonia.
Oh, yeah.
I told them, I was like, hey, I want to be in here alone. I want to investigate alone. And they both looked at me like, no way. Like, we're not leaving you alone in here. You're already acting super weird. And then the female investigator that was in there with us got really uncomfortable. She felt sick.
Getting sick is like a reoccurring theme of this building, correct?
Yeah. So she walked out, and the first thought that popped into my head, and I said it out loud, was one down, one to go. And it was just me and one other person in there. When I said that, the other guy in the room, I mean, it freaked him out. He was like, wait a minute. Like, what is that?
Like, yeah, they were trying to get him alone. The demon was trying to get him alone.
And at that point, this is where I don't remember anything.
Two other investigators and I went up after we kind of got wind of that, so we met him on the stairs. We're like, something's weird with that room. One of the volunteers came up. He's like, listen, you can't be alone in here. Something just happened to Steve, like it's affecting him. We need to figure out what that is before you guys investigate. We all got really combative. Like we just started yelling at him, like, listen, we're not leaving. Like this is a good investigation. So he's like, you guys are done. Just like go downstairs, go outside, take a minute.
Oh, they like kicked you out
And
pretty
that's
much?
and that's not how Dylan is. Like Dylan and the other two investigators that he was with that night are like the least confrontational. Like they don't get like that.
Dude, I've never heard you like raise your voice at all, like ever.
It was so weird though because I've never had something affect me that way similar to Steve. I don't really believe in that, but I had my emotions change in that room. This place is probably the most like psychologically effective place I've ever been though. So
wow,
keep that in mind.
Keep your guard up. That corner is where I ended up like turning and facing.
Would you be okay with recreating
No.
that experience tonight?
What is that? Whoa.
I was hearing that
Down this hallway.
footsteps?
Yeah. What was that though?
Holy shit.
Yeah, I think we'll go with that. That sounds safe.
Can you do that again?
What the fuck?
What was it though? What did it sound like? Do you have any idea?
I don't like shuffling or footsteps or something.
I heard a footstep.
Yeah.
I thought it was a footstep. I don't think it was
Had this
snow.
next level experience, maybe being in the same spots and the same times at night, we could maybe get that type of evidence again. If you're up for it. Okay. Alright, ready?
Save that for later.
Save it for later.
I mean, unless he
There is
doesn't.
one last
I would
thing,
not want to
just
put
in
him
the
in
room.
harm's
There
way,
is a
though, especially if he already
person
has
here, and I'm
a.
keeping the promise. As long as I do not say his name, he said I can share this story.
Okay.
He did work here in the 80s, and he told me what he saw in this operating room.
80s was when this was a police center, right?
Yeah, the police and fire department were operating here. The county kind of had the township.
And the police were scared to be here.
Right. They would keep files up here. No one wanted to come up here to do anything. But what they saw was disturbing.
This is the second ominous thing Adam has to show us.
Just like lobbing up these ominous stories of like.
Billy Mays, but wait, there's more.
Another place that we want to investigate tonight is the surgeon's room. So many patients would have been suspected to die on the table here. The doctor,
Yeah.
the surgeon there,
Rebecca, I
is
see your comment,
seen
yeah.
all around and haunting that area.
Do you know what you just did?
What I did?
You called him the wrong name. If you call the surgeon the doctor, he gets angry.
It's not like I already need another attachment.
You know
or
what you
anything.
can call him though?
What?
Daddy.
would he not get pissed at that?
So I am speaking to this unnamed individual, and he says it was the summer of 1984. He was up here. He comes and he's right in the doorway. First time he's been up in this spot, looks in the doorway, and he says, Adam, the only thing I can tell you is it looked like a torture chamber. What he saw was like a bronze table. It was like dyed green from ionization and all that. And it was sitting right here. It had arm bars going across, leather couplings that come around to strap the arms. Legs came up at a 45-degree angle, would strap you this way. There was a light, just like a dentist's office, that would be right here, he said. It's ironic that we brought that in. He goes, oh, wait, there's one other thing. He's like, I don't think it was on the floor. I think it was on like some kind of metal slab or something like that. The only thing that was in this room was this marble slab right here that was around the corner. I'm like, why did someone drill holes on the top of it? And it looks like something was placed there, like it would have been set down in that spot. And then it opens up to theories, like if you're doing hydrotherapy and stuff, you're dumping water on people and things like that, or blood spilling, it's not gonna rot the floor out. It has something to go on underneath. But what's weird is after he saw this, he said about a week later he came back up and everything had been removed from the room.
Why would the fire department and the police station keep that up here, though? You know, that's just weird.
Well, they inherited the building.
What was it right before this police station?
It was the asylum.
Right? So what would they need to be torturing someone for?
This surgeon probably thought these people were subhuman. They were his experiments. And in the 20s to 40s, we know across the country the kind of research they probably thought they were helping, but
research.
Right.
They were torturing people.
Might be the puppeteer. This building is that doctor that roams, and that's who everybody's afraid of up here because.
You're
like
fine,
you said,
Rebecca. Don't worry about it.
people.
that's what all the evidence is leaning towards. Like this is.
Oh my god. Well, in that case, let's get some equipment and start this investigation, guys. Sounds like we got a lot.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. By the way, guys, if you have not hit that like button,
Between today's tour and what we learned
maybe
last
I'll
night,
consider
we got a
doing
couple
another live
things
stream
we wanna
like this.
figure
I don't know
out.
yet.
First, is Adam
And subscribe,
right?
by the way.
Was there already a haunted location here, and it is just
That
a
is an
place for
interesting
spirits to
conversation
pass
to
and
have.
Go depending on said attachments. 2, last night we learned at the Fairfield Infirmary. I definitely have a goddamn attachment.
So why? Why does it want you?
Why in the world would it gain anything from just being here? Why would you want to go home? We got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started.
All right, so the first place we're gonna investigate, I think. What?
Did you hear that? They were literally walking behind us.
No.
I turned around and looked at him, and he was standing here looking at me like this, and dude, they was walking directly behind. You could literally hear the feet on the floor.
Already?
Are you sure it wasn't like the echo?
100%.
Yo, unless something followed us in here.
When we were doing the tour, I kept looking behind us. I swear to God, I thought like someone was following us.
First question, we want to know. There were dogs that said there is a dead body down here. Let's try to figure that out. Nate, you want to go in the fucking hole?
I'm going in the fucking hole.
Going in the hole.
Yo.
Yep. Okay. Well, there's that.
Right when I turn on the camera.
Where you guys said you heard the
We literally heard the
Yeah,
footsteps.
I was standing in that doorway.
If we heard you walking down the hallway, I want you to set that light off when I get to the number 3. 1,
If it goes off,
2, 3. Set that off if we heard you coming towards us.
Alright. I'm going home.
okay.
I'm glad you're really going for it in this video.
Yeah. Proud of you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm stoked that you guys brought me out to fuck Ohio and put me in a hole.
That's what Nate's best for. Getting in your hole. I mean, getting in the hole.
Quicksand.
Something starts eating my leg.
I didn't realize it was like that far deep.
Yeah, that's crazy looking.
Oh, it did a yellow.
What? Right now?
It made a yellow.
Go.
Yeah.
Alright, if there's something that recognizes a body being below the surface here in the basement, can you make one of our devices go off? Was there ever a body below the basement floor?
Oh, dude.
Whoa! Almost went to red.
That's crazy.
No way. That was right out.
It went to red and then stopped.
Yo, I
Wow.
haven't seen like an EMF do that since what? USS Hornet?
It's been a long time since it was like
been a
that
year?
long. Yeah.
Dude, it was like nothing.
And then to nothing.
And he's not even moving it.
There's nothing like electrical around
No,
here.
he's literally in
Like
a hole of dirt.
We thought that was debunked, but
Well,
maybe
like
there
they said,
was.
the dogs actually hit about 3 feet over that way, but the anomaly was over here.
oh, you're right. You're right.
So this is an obelisk and has a dictionary of words, basically like a spirit box, but instead of all the radio static, it's just gonna spit out audible words so we can kind of communicate better.
Right.
Okay, one more time. On it. Spread.
What's it talking about? Spread?
Adultery!
Yo! That's literally why they said she was killed and buried down here. Because she was like a mistress. Yeah. She was a mistress of higher up here.
Oh my god.
And that's why she was killed.
And the
buried.
doctor.
The doctor killed her. As he's describing what happened.
Greg, adultery, nighttime, wed. Greg as in a guy, a doctor maybe. Adultery as in the crime, at nighttime when he was in wedlock.
He was married.
Dude!
Dude, it's like you're. That's nuts.
It's like it was like yes. Dude, that just went off too. What is going on?
Forget that.
All lines up so perfectly. And for an ovulus to do that, like
wow.
that's rare. For it to all make sense, one word right after another. You know what I mean? And line up completely with the story.
Not only makes sense, but that is the exact story that was here, like literally early in this video.
Yes, you can look it up.
Pray, disregard.
Like disregard prayer?
Couldn't believe it said adultery, man.
Student.
This was a
Oh yeah.
Yeah, seminary school.
This thing is going off.
Dude, yeah, back in 1847, this started as a private school.
There's a school here.
So maybe that happened during that time?
Could have been
Or
a teacher. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, do we
Maybe
know?
that's the story that's wrong. Maybe it wasn't a doctor.
The teacher was in wedlock, but he was with another student.
Yeah. I also just want to point out this is the second night in a row we've made Nate be a dead body.
That's very true.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
If you like Nate being a dead body in our videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll continue making.
Hit that like button on my
So
videos
there's
if you like
someone
seeing
or
that too. Why
something
not?
in here, can you make our equipment go off again? Can you go touch this light? Did that just say something?
Shift through.
So like through the building, or does it
maybe-
want us to move?
Maybe. Preacher.
So it's a religious like school pretty much?
So the
Yeah.
student
Yep.
was a preacher.
I don't know about that.
Or a
Was the
preacher
whenever the
was having these
Yes.
having an affair with a student.
Yes.
But this was a preacher school. Like people learning. Why would it say preacher and then say students, you know? Like it could have been any other type of school or military school or something.
Right.
Chills.
See what I got.
Dude, that is what we're getting.
So are we the first ones to really get your story correct? Or the first ones to actually listen to you?
If so, can you make any of our devices go off?
Or is there more to your story that you want to tell us?
That is the question, isn't it?
Maybe you were right, they want us to shift to another part of the building.
It says shift,
Quiet right after
shift through, and that thing hasn't gone off since.
No.
The story we needed from here, and now they want us to go to somewhere else to get the rest of the story.
Can I get out of the hole?
Nate, you have to
Oh
stay in that.
shit, dude, it's going off. Yo, it wants to get out of here. So that sucks, I gotta get out.
Yeah, it really blows, dude.
All right.
Above! Person!
Person above.
Yo, or
Wow, that's-
or was it Sarah, the floor above here?
Is Sarah's room right above us?
I think so. Dude, that was almost too perfect.
That was insane.
Sarah's room. Okay, shit might get
We
real
are
here.
here in Sarah's room. Colby?
He's got somebody with him.
I brought something.
You brought the doll.
Maddie! Dude, you're not holding her hand.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are?
Reminder, this is the most haunted doll in Ohio, apparently. Her name is Maddie. It probably doesn't have any connection to the Shanley, but it's funny that they're both named Maddie, so I'm just gonna be holding her with us. You never know what could happen.
You like Maddie?
Yeah, I like her.
Oh my god, dude, that doll is like 4 feet tall. Oh my god.
You should be dangling her by your arm.
Holding her hand, bro.
Like, would you hold your child like that, dude? I don't think so, bro. Come on.
She's fine.
Hey, Maddie.
That's one way to piss off. If you did that to like Robert the doll or Annabelle,
She blinks. Dude, okay.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Yo! Yo! Oh my god.
Yeah, you started to pull away, it started spiking, it went to yellow.
And there's no way there's like phones around. She's not electronic. What is going on?
wow.
Oh, shit.
Yo!
Maddie, are you with us right now?
Yo, Maddie is active, dude. Oh my god.
Maddie, are you able to spike this up further than the yellow? Was there something in the hallway?
Yeah. Two distinct noises.
All right, we're just gonna
Yeah, I
use
heard
Maddie
that.
as just like a haunted object, but I think the main goal of here is just to talk to Sarah and see if she's using that portal over there.
Okay, sounds good.
We got cat ball.
Down here, lights up. Music
Okay.
box into the closet.
Hope they use the
in case
Estes
there's
method
actually a
again.
portal and people coming in and out.
They normally get a lot of good stuff with that.
Also have a portal in
Yes,
the closet.
yes, in the pink room.
Apparently there's a portal where spirits can come in and out right in that closet. And off camera, we've gotten this music box to go off a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are right.
That closet.
And that went off crazy off camera.
So this is like a reoccurring thing.
Why are there portals there?
They're the darkest spots that everyone's
Right.
afraid of.
I was gonna say also, why would everyone be afraid of them?
How's Maddie doing?
You know what? I miss my Maddie from the Shanley, but this is actually terrifying. I don't like holding this doll's hand.
Bro, maybe you shouldn't be bringing up Maddie from Shanley so often around this new Maddie. I mean, does that seem a little
This
bit...
Maddie's like 6 years old.
She's gonna turn her head at you.
Oh
Hey, that
my
you
God.
know of.
She'd be out the window, honestly.
You just yeet Maddie?
I think after that first session, it's pretty clear that whatever's here wants to talk to us tonight.
I was gonna say.
Zach Bagans, not to compare. You know how carefully he'd be walking with that doll if he was holding it?
We want to, if we're in Sarah's room, figure out the Sarah story. How'd she get here? Why is her name Sarah? Is that actually a portal?
Is it really a little girl?
You know what all these quote-unquote little girls have had in common that we've been? They all like the flashing lights, and they all like things like crayons, like the last time. They're just like little kid things.
AKA her whole room.
Yeah, let's focus for a second. Music box.
I just saw the flash from that, yeah.
This is what we talked about earlier, though. Every time we want to focus on Sarah, it tries to.
Yo! Flashlight on! It just turned off. It just turned off. Oh, it's fine. It's on. Yeah, good. What the fuck?
Whoa!
it did at Fairfield, too.
Yeah, it was like on, off, on, off.
Speaking
on,
of
off.
flashing, yeah.
There it goes.
As if to be like, hey guys, look me.
Yeah.
Look, right here. Sarah! Oh my god! It's back and forth.
Yeah, he does hate dolls. I just saw your comment. Yeah, he does.
And turn it off.
Like it walked past
He hates clowns more.
Walked over there.
Past that to flip it off.
Oh my god.
Do we have the ring?
What's it? Oh, it came back out.
All right, if you're coming out of there, come over to this flashlight now and turn it on. Walk past that.
Whoa!
Oh my god! Whoa!
Rempod and Hall's going off. Oh, man.
Oh, every single thing we have. Recalibrate this.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
If you're not originally from this building and you came here with somebody else, set off the device in the hallway.
No way! That just confirms that.
That something came here.
with
It's
somebody
Sally.
else.
Whatever is like making everything happen.
And it came out of the portal first before it started talking.
Both flashlights were turned on when you said that. Dude, Adam's right.
We got an EVP here a couple years ago. It said just passing through.
We saw a shadow come out of the hallway, so we pulled up the DR60, asked who it was, said just passing through.
Yep.
Went back into the room, didn't hear from it again. That was it.
Nothing else happened up there after that. So we got a pretty important question for you. We're trying to clear some stuff up. Are you able to come and go as you please? If you are, set that device off again in the hallway. The red light out there. If you can come and go from this building whenever you want, set it off.
What was that?
There was a crack out there.
It was like a footstep.
Maybe it can't go as it pleases.
It needs somebody to bring it out. Do you need a person or a vessel for you to move from building to building?
Yo! Right as you said that! A person from building to building, flashlight on!
So we're the vessels.
Just like he said, it's using us to open the doorways between each building, and then once we're
I hate to say this, but I don't think we are, but I think it's you, Sam.
Something's attached to you.
If you came here with Sam from another location, set off that red light in the hallway.
Better yet, if you're here with me, why don't you come over here? Set off this flashlight next to me.
Get the fuck out of here.
That confirmed it.
That's it.
Run pod too.
So
It's your
yesterday
little
we figured
friend
out that you did
Sally.
have an attachment, and right now we belong you to place to place
And
to place.
the power that it needs is just the taxi cab.
But why would it want to go to place to place? That doesn't make any sense.
For power.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Gaining energy.
What does it need with all of these
Did
different
he just say that
places?
confirms someone was following Sam? Hasn't this whole series been like just saying yes, something's following you gradually? Like, aren't we already aware of that?
Sure is.
That is so clear.
If the power that it gets by attaching to somebody is being able to go from place to place, but the end goal is to go home, what does it gain?
Unless places like this
give it more power.
It's kind of like an all-encompassing thing. Like Adam's saying, like groups are bringing things here. Maybe they're energizing it more, so they're going to be
more and more and more.
And they can come to these
build
places that have more energy already.
It's building energy.
Are you using Sam as a vessel to gain energy? If you are, turn off that flashlight.
Yo, it's off. That confirmed it, dude. What if it's just opening portals each time you go to a new place?
But it can't get there.
He really is in denial, yeah.
You go there with somebody first.
And then boom, you're just linking all these spots.
Flashlight just turned on and it's going on.
The question is, does it have a negative agenda?
Right.
Yeah.
What's its end goal?
I mean, how do we even ask something like this, that question?
And if they have the power to make Steve black out to get everything, how do you know that you're not choosing these locations? How do you know you're not being influenced?
I had my only experience with some sort of attachment or
That's
blackout
true.
at this location. Have you ever heard of this place until you met us?
No.
Would you have covered?
We didn't know Fairfield, we didn't know this place, but yet somehow both of them have almost an identical spirit as Sally House.
Why did we bring the tambourine to the Bel Air house?
Why? It was such a good coincidence.
What does this mean for the rest of the investigations or even like our home, like in LA? Does that mean following us there too?
The thing that I don't understand is why.
What's its motive?
Because you put yourself in that position. You sat in the middle of a pentagram and asked and challenged it.
Yeah. Imagine
I don't understand what they're why. It's like you put yourself in that situation.
Because they weren't just sitting right there.
Literally, the condition will have them like doing things like.
That's scary, man.
That's freaky.
I figured we'd try this new method I've been doing on this Ohio trip. Automatic writing pendulum.
This is like using
yeah.
a Ouija board,
Yeah.
except it's not a Ouija board. It's on a blank piece of paper. We're gonna put a pencil on there. We're all gonna touch it with 2 fingers, just like normal, and then it's gonna draw out. It can be literally just blobs. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna play some Paranormal Pictionary, dog.
Yes, sir.
This sort of automatic writing
Basically.
Ouija board outdates the actual board part of the Ouija board. This is what inspired the
It's
Ouija
the-
board. You want to talk to us on this
It's
thing? Can you
very
turn that off?
similar.
Thank you.
Dude, it's ready. Like, it was talking to us so much in Sarah's room.
Dude, it also just feels heavy here.
To refresh everybody on how these sort of Ouija board things work, it is complete subconscious mind push sort of thing. Like if you feel as though you should be pushing that way, push that way.
Right when you guys put your hands on there. Hey, can you turn that off?
Oh my gosh.
Whatever is here in the Madison Seminary, if you can give us some sort of sign as to who you are, what you want, or where you can talk to us, please give us some sort of sign with this board. You can draw absolutely anything. Sarah, if this is you, feel free. Use it to draw.
Yeah.
Play like a little toy.
Maybe it's another entity of this house. 7-foot shadow man. Maybe you're up here.
Nothing.
Flashlight's on.
Mine's like barely touching.
Did you hear that?
Lights off.
Whoa, what was that?
Yeah. That's big. It was behind me.
Whoa.
Lou? If you're down there, come over here and talk to us.
Is it even moving for you guys at all?
I don't know, I think it's stuck to the paper. Here, let's...
Is it in like a divot? All right, so they're gonna hold down the paper and just use one hand because it's a little harder than we thought.
Again, if you want to show us anything, draw anything, give us any sort of hint as to who you are, please use this planchette.
Bro, this thing's at 44 now.
Colby, Colby.
This thing's going.
Just making a deep line.
Flashlight's on.
Yeah, this is weird.
Can you make a noise for us?
Yep.
Just like you were down the hall, can you slam another door?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not about that.
This sounds like a door.
Turn that flashlight and come over here on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well,
You kidding me?
I would say
What it says.
You guys done? What the fuck is that? This is where you started, right?
Yeah,
We
looks
started,
like
like-
just a loop.
All right.
Trying to figure out what that could be. I don't
I have
know.
no idea if you guys.
It almost looks like a surgeon utensil.
I was gonna say
You're
scalpel, like
right? A little bit? What?
There is no way they actually have one.
Oh my god! Holy shit, guys. Dude! Wait, let's go bring that to the picture. No!
That looks very similar.
Yeah. Down, around, and back.
All right. Wait, let's compare it.
Shit! Dude.
No!
We'll put the picture right here, guys.
It is not exactly, but it is so close.
Yeah.
It's close. I'll give him that. It's
Obviously,
close.
you
Yeah.
couldn't really make this part, but it literally has the curve right here too.
Wait, there's no way, dude. None of us knew that was there except for Steve.
As soon as you said it looks like a surgical thing, I was like, I know where there's something in here that looks just like that.
When I looked at that, I was like, oh god, this didn't work.
Yeah, that looks like it.
What is that tool, bro? Don't you remember when we were reading the history? It said that they used to pull people's teeth when they bit. Like he was saying.
Wait, the biters. I don't know if we talked about that on the history part. Could you explain that?
Because they had a bunch of unruly and mentally unstable people up here, they would also oftentimes be violent. And one of the ways they would retaliate when they were not wanting to be strapped down is they would like bite. And so when they couldn't like make them stop, they said, well, fuck it, we'll just pull their teeth.
And you know back then they weren't using like any sort of pain, like any pain medication or anything.
Flashlights on too.
Guys, I don't know how this works. This is just honestly crazy.
This is just something that we're trying
It
out.
seems to work. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe all this is a coincidence. But that was pretty.
That's pretty crazy. And you think that's the only thing in that room too.
I think that only means one thing.
I don't even know if we need to try it again.
We gotta go to the surgeon room.
I feel like we got questions to ask in that room.
Yeah.
100%. It's leading us there.
If you want to come talk to us in the surgeon room, turn that flashlight off.
Yo.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Obviously,
I think
whatever's
that's,
here talking to us is trying to get us into the surgeon room as fast as possible. But if you guys are enjoying the video so far, you know what to do. Leave a like. If this gets 300,000 likes, we will do another.
I know this video won't get 300,000, but hit the like button if you
Asylum,
are
because
enjoying it,
these
and
places are
subscribe
very
if you want.
active, so leave a like if you want to see that. And while you're down there, drop a subscribe too, because it helps us out a lot. It's free.
It does. I've been subscribed to them for I think 6-7 months now.
Was that the window?
There's no sun.
Was that the window?
No, I think it might be this thing.
No, it's this hallway.
Hello?
Flashlight.
And that.
That's not the window.
Bro, that's getting closer.
It sounds like someone stumbling around like that.
Is somebody coming?
Like they're in a psychosis or something.
Somebody coming in here?
Dude, that's getting closer.
It's coming.
So this used to be
I'd
maybe
piss
like
myself.
a potential torture chamber.
I ain't gonna
remember
lie.
You said the people that were in here helping the people that were in the asylum just thought these patients were way below them.
Yeah, they weren't people. They were things they could experiment on.
Experiment is the key word. Were you telling us to come into the surgeon room?
Oh shit. That's the yes.
Is there any reason that you had us draw out these pliers? Do they remind you of something? What is that noise? It's so loud. Did you have us come into this room because you wanted to torture us? Did you want one of us to be
Go for
your
it. Might as
patient?
well.
Flashlight off.
You want one of us to sit on the chair.
What is that? This is coming down this way.
Still?
Sounds like someone stumbling down the hall.
Outside.
Wait, were those doors open like that last time?
Bro, it sounded like it was so much closer than that.
I can't tell if it was the camera light. I looked in here, it was dark, but it looked like a dark shadow moved here.
Isn't this the same room that he
What kind of room is this?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, why would you build something like this?
This is weird.
And they have like a bunch of little kid toys.
No,
in
it's
here?
not.
Right.
Alright, let's go back to the surgeon room. Something obviously led us here.
In my opinion, it could be the surgeon, or it could be maybe like a mentally ill patient. I literally thought I saw something fly out the window, but
I think it was the sign blinking.
or I was just saying it could have
Could
been
be.
a patient here trying to show us what room that something happened to him. Or we were just talking to the Sally puppeteer, whatever we want to call it, downstairs. What if that's just the entity trying to manipulate us?
Are you the surgeon?
Hello. I heard a hello. Definitely.
Definitely.
Why do you want us in here?
You're alive?
We're alive. It's using our energy.
Fuck.
I was gonna say, dude, that's the taxi cab.
Does that mean we're still talking to the same entity? This thing just went off as soon as I said that.
Whoa! K2 and this.
Do you recognize any of us? Where do you want to go?
What?
Wow, I need anybody.
Take me to any place or something.
Anybody.
This thing just spiked too. Look.
It's spiking and flashlight again. It's like it's confirming the ones that it actually wants us to listen to.
What if we had Sam sit on the chair as a trigger, and then we did this method over Sam?
Yeah.
Trigger object
Is you
is
sitting
myself. Shit. Okay, let's do it.
Might as well be. Might as well be. Since you have most shit going around you.
No! That's one voice too.
Yeah.
That's like a little girl.
Did you get that? We
Yeah.
just started. Hi. You want to talk to me? Lights on.
Church.
That was
My cat?
That was so clear.
My cat?
Church is kind of like on Earth, a doorway for the divine to come into.
Church is kind of demonic. I'll give her that.
This is a symbol of the surgeon, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
The surgeon worked on the patients, correct?
Yes.
The surgeon thought of the patient as nothing, as he's above. He's working and doing experiments on someone who's nothing.
Right.
Why
Right.
would this thing want to put me on a patient table and lead us into the surgery?
The surgeon also took pieces of the patients.
Is this person comparing me to a patient?
It thinks you're nothing.
It thinks I'm nothing.
It's the surgeon. It's above you.
It's someone who's working on me.
Right.
Well, and you know what makes the surgeon? Having the patient to work on.
It's nothing without you. I just thought of something. Isn't this like the most like evil room?
Yes.
And it wanted you specifically to sit in the most evil spot of the most evil room?
Yeah.
And
Didn't
it's
you guys
looking
tell
try
him to
get
do that,
power,
though?
And it's following us to every single place we've been to for the past couple months.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm getting at? It's taking you to all the darkest places of like each spot. Yes.
I'm pretty sure they asked him to sit in the chair. It wasn't the ghost that asked him.
Maybe the darkest
Or the-
spots in each location
maybe it-
is where it can get the most power.
What's it doing? Like charging him up?
Or is it making you
Oh,
weaker?
interesting.
What do you want
Interesting.
now?
That's up to one.
Blood?
A weird voice.
Wait. I just thought of something too. Why would it attach itself to someone who is already going to the most haunted places?
Because you're the perfect fucking
I would
Uber
be-
to these
I would be
places.
the perfect Uber. It wouldn't attach itself to some random person.
It wants to go to where there's more energy that's negative and evil to like feed its evil soul.
Do you think it's like trying to make a network?
Are you sure it's evil? We haven't really determined what Sally is. A lot of people say she's evil. We haven't seen anything harmful thus far.
Right.
So right now we have no idea what she wants because again,
That's how
could
you
be
get
good.
deceived.
You sat in that pentagram that day and you challenged something,
Exactly.
and it hasn't left you since.
Jeez.
Okay, I genuinely didn't think it was real. I was just like challenging it. And
Well, of course you didn't. That's what happens.
Are we 100% sure that this is like the most powerful spot?
All I know is that you guys literally just drew out that, so that's what I was
Well, Steve and I have
imagining.
been coming here for years. Like, we've been in this room a ton of times. That room is the one he blacked out. Like, we've had our emotions manipulated in that room. Not
And the
this.
closest
Okay.
you've ever gone to like an actual possession.
And that's where we're hearing the noises too. Weren't you saying off camera too that like you're feeling kind of anxious up here?
All, like, since we got here, I feel like someone's been kind of like following us around.
Dude, let's go to the spot where the real shit happened.
Yeah, I don't want to be sitting
Like
here like a
200 bucks.
fucking prey or like, you know.
You are already.
What? What?
Now these things are going off?
Hasn't gone off the entire time.
You're right, Nate. It wants us to go. This thing has not gone off at all, and as soon as we talk about leaving this room.
Why is it all
It's just like holding.
What the?
Oh shit, and the flashlight.
What's going on? Wait, what? That has not gone off like that at all.
Dude, I think it means jackpot.
Ding ding ding, you got a winner.
Yeah,
Go over there.
A final
So you were in
investigation.
this
Okay.
room, you were doing
Okay.
EVP,
Yep.
and then you just started facing this corner?
Yeah, it was like everything changed, and like I turned off everything. So like I had a camera, I turned it off. I turned off all the equipment that I had, and I was just like not. It was so weird. Like everything just didn't make sense. If it, you know what I mean? Like I just didn't want to do anything.
Okay, so after talking about it a little bit, I decided I just switched spots with what Steve was doing a long time ago. I'll be in here alone, maybe even like you said, end up facing the wall. You guys can maybe ask some questions in the distance.
Like you were saying off camera, remember at Fairfield, our last investigation, if you guys saw this episode, it literally said divided. So we were just like game planning off camera, and we were just like, if it's after you, like put you in the same position as Steve.
Hopefully I just don't turn catatonic.
We're gonna find out.
Jeez, dude, this is some weird fire to play with.
All right, guys, so we're gonna do the spirit box really quick one more time. Make sure the antenna is pointed up just so we get the best reception. Sam's over in this corner. Literally acting
I think
like
it was
a demon,
Sam
which
who
is
said it. I
terrifying.
think.
Trigger object.
As a trigger object.
Are you using Sam for power? Don't look.
Don't look? As I point the camera over to him?
Oh, of course it wouldn't want us to look. I was just trying to get it.
Yeah, 100%. What did
Devil.
that say?
Devil.
I thought
Devil?
devil, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Can you tell us your name?
Basement. Sally House, maybe? Listen as we think the surgeon himself walked into the room.
Are you using what is oh my god! Oh my god! Are you using what is
That was like 4 or 5 steps right there.
What is oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, whoa, Sam, there was actual footsteps down here. Actual footsteps.
Yeah, dude, those were so
Holy fuck!
Did you see all of them? We back.
Are you serious?
Did you not hear that?
Like legit
Dude, they
footsteps.
stomped their feet. Dude, you can literally feel the vibe. Like my heart is howling.
I don't know if I want to be up here
bad.
anymore, to be honest.
Was that enough to say that someone was fucking here?
Dude, those were
Yes, 100%.
Let's get Sam out of here now.
I love
Yeah,
how
it is a
I
bit
put
far-fetched,
this place
isn't it?
in perspective. It is not just haunted for some specific reason. However, things can come and go as people come and go. AKA one,
Yeah.
confirming this whole like attachment.
Colby's still holding
theory.
that doll.
People get attachments, dolls get attachments. Things can travel through other objects. It wants to feel alive. Why would it want to go into a doll? It would want to have attention. Why would it want to go to this place? Because people come to this place to talk. The puppeteer has more control than we think.
I guess the question is, can you break free of the puppeteer?
I think that is the next question. Also, if you guys found out anything more or we missed something, please let us know in the comments or tweet us or something like that, because there was a lot to go on in this video. A lot of theory, a lot of like really existential stuff. Maybe we're thinking too hard into this. Maybe it's just a doll in a creepy place. But yeah, guys, 300,000 likes. We'll go to another Asylum. Make sure to go check out these
300,000 likes.
Go to an investigation. You guys even investigate here.
Yeah, we do it all the time.
So you guys could be doing exactly what we're doing right now. If you guys want to see some behind the scenes of these types of videos, go to exploreclub.com.
I would. We haven't
Make
made it
sure
that.
you
We're
check
not
this
that
out.
successful to where we can go to haunted places and do stuff like that. But why not someday?
Seeing one so far, I'm really tired about to fall asleep.
Yeah, I think it is time to go to bed, guys. Adios.
Peace.
Okay, actually good investigation. I would say this is probably my second favorite season 1 episode. Yeah. Might be my first. That was really good. That was really good. I'll give him that. Ooh, next week. Hogwarts? Ooh, do we got Colby going into an isolated room by himself, it looks like? Oh, yeah, they were in Ohio because of that Shawshank Prison. I think that's the Ohio State Reformatory, I think. Okay. Oh, we got to stop that before it plays. Cancel. Bada boom. Bada bing. Okay, guys. That was the investigation. Okay. That was a really good... That was a really good investigation. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream. when we get back, when this is published on YouTube, go comment down below your opinions, your thoughts, like a normal video. I will check you guys out in the next video. Please do take care. This was a lot of fun. We might do this again. If this video gets to a certain amount of likes, I might do a live stream again. If you like this live stream stuff, let me know. But until next time, movie friends, and the same at Colby friends, keep it retro. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Take care. Holy shit, Michael. We made it to We Slaughtered Barbecue. The epitome and the purpose of our trip is to make it to this area.
Oh yes. Food and cattle.
Yep. I just noticed, is that a cemetery way over there, or are those cattle?
No, I think that is a small cemetery.
Holy shit, that's kind of cool and creepy. That thing is massive, but there's not just that one. There are spiders literally
There's
everywhere.
one there. There's one there. There's one over there. And then there's this one here.
Dude, they're everywhere on the property.
Huge.
It's
Oh,
cool.
there's one there.